What's up, y'all? I promise to goodness that I literally, I am so tired. Like, I am so tired. Like how when you have a job to do, but you don't want to do it because you're tired, but you can't tell your manager, your boss, your supervisor, you can't tell your DMs, your RMs, which are, regional managers, you can't tell your folks that you're tired. No, right? You have to keep working. So it's kind of like the show must go on. I believe that, oh, excuse me. I believe that the Lord allowed me to have my my fun, right? Hold on a second. There we go. And if you hear that sound in the back, that's the heat. So shout out to my mom. But yeah, I was really just gonna call it a night, but I believe the Lord allowed me to have my fun earlier today by like doing the whole lash thing, but I did have an original job to do. I did have an original assignment to do, which he thanks for everybody. Hello, hello, K-pop Q, welcome back. Which I believe let's look. I gotta get back to work. He dropped in my spirit the miracle story of 2 fish and 5 loaves. So while I keep this in view sight, okay, the 2 fish and 5 loaves, I am going to share just a bit of that story. Yeah, okay. So hopefully my moderator gets the notification. Hi, Green Day fan. And jumps in and kind of controls the comment section because right now it's 1 a.m. right now. Wow, K-pop Cube. Hi, Nevaeh. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm just here to share with you guys a project that I'm working on for the Lord. He's my boss. Um, I had a little bit of an off day this morning, right? He kind of let me run a little rampant with doing my lashes and customizing and bedazzling and all that great stuff. And I don't know if you can see how like red my eyes are. I've been yawning, so they kind of have been watering. What's up, everybody? I am exhausted, but I have to get back to work for the Lord. And the reason why I know and why I'm convicted to get back to work, at least just a couple of hours I'll put in with you guys, just to show him like, okay, Lord, like I'm active in this. I'm tired, but I keep trusting you. Is because he showed me. He literally showed me. He told me, and he then showed me which two colors to combine to get like that color that I'm looking for, like that loafy color. Might not make sense, but it makes sense up here. So those two colors that he showed me were kind of just like, I heard it in my spirit, mixed khaki and orange, the harvest orange. I'm like, huh. Because the khaki is actually exactly as this. If I do it to brownish, it'll look like a large lump of turd. All right, Lord, I see what you did there. Khaki and orange. Kind of give it that breadish, low-fish, like not too dark, not too, you know what I'm saying? So let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. So yeah, I do want to kind of come up. I do want to kind of pull up that story. And I'm gonna kind of like sift through the verses just to see how can you do live? Okay. Okay, let me not. What's up, Nevaeh? You said guess what? What's up? All right, you guys. I do want to get this out before I get started. I will be painting tonight. I've already painted my fish. I did mix three different colors for each fish. You can see the difference here. Okay, the front and back. I did mix 3 different colors for each fish. So I will be Mod Podging those tonight. And I have to paint this and everything in its entirety. Okay, so I do want to kind of gather some more inspiration by reading that verse. Okay. Alrighty. 2 fish and 5 loaves. All right, and I'm gonna go to the scripture reference. This doggone. Okay. I'm going to go to the scripture reference. Okay, Matthew 14. We're going to the book of Matthew. No, not the camera. The book of Matthew. Oh, and let me share this with you guys. The verse of the day is 2 Timothy 4, verse 7. I have fought the good fight. I've been fighting. I'm exhausted. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. I am here. I am still trying. Mike Jones said. All right, you guys. That was Timothy 4, verse 7. 2 Timothy 4, verse 7. I'm sorry. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Okay, but let's not get distracted. We're here. We're going to be going to Matthew, verse 14. Hold on, let me double check that. Matthew 14. Yes, 13 through 21. 13. Okay, so we prop this here. Well, no, I'm going to have to hold it because I got to scroll. All right, now the subheader is Jesus feeds the 5,000. So I will be reading that to you all. Again, we're going to be reading from Matthew 14, verse 13 through 21. And here is my representation of the 2 fish and the 5 loaves of bread. I do have to Mod Podge the fish. Again, I have to paint the loaves and the platter in its entirety, or the placard in its entirety. Okay, hey everybody, hey. Okay, so Jesus feeds the 5,000, verse 13. Now when Jesus heard this, he withdrew from there in a boat to a desolate place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion on them and healed their sick. Now, when it was evening, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a desolate place, and the day is now over. Send the crowds away to go into the villages and buy food for themselves." But Jesus said, "They need not go away. You give them something to eat." All right, now catch that. They need not go away. I can't send them back. You give them something to eat. Okay? You give them something to eat. That was an order, that was a command, that was instruction. You give them something to eat, meaning you have the authority to do so, right? Catch what I'm putting down. Okay, or what the word is. It's not me. They said to him, "We have only..." Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah, Jesus. "We have only 5 loaves here." "We have only 5 loaves here and 2 fish." See, fish out of water. Hold on, this one is a bit, there you go. Okay, "We have only 5 loaves here and 2 fish." Okay? You see that? 5 loaves and 2 fish. And he said, "Bring them here to me." Then he ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass, and taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and said a blessing. Then he broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the crowds. And they all ate and were satisfied. And they took up 12 baskets full of the broken pieces left over. That means there was a surplus just from those 2 loaves, those 2 fish and 5 loaves. And they all ate and were satisfied, verse 20. And they took up 12 baskets full of the broken pieces left over. Verse 21 reads, and those who ate were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. So that means 5,000 men besides the women and the children. So we're not even really counting the women and the children. Of course, them have to eat. Maybe more so it's maybe saying the women were like an extension of the men in a sense. Is this a stain on the shirt? Sorry, y'all. You like the lashes? The lashes are tea? Thank you. I made them today, earlier on live. Early morning, I had a live. So I'm glad you brought that up. That's why we're here. That's why I was reading the verse just now. I believe the Lord dropped in my spirit because I remember hearing 2 fish, 5 loaves. Went to the dollar store. I saw the 2 fish. There were literally only 2 fish, these wooden fish. I found this placard. It came with twine. I had taken out the twine because for all of what I want to do to it, I don't think the twine is going to be sturdy or durable. So I'm going to swap out the twine for chain. Yes, I know it goes against the whole wooden rustic look. I know. But who gonna check me? Okay? So yeah. But earlier today on my morning's live, I had done my lashes and I was just gonna call it a day. Like, okay, Lord, I already got my little 2 hours in. We're good for the day. And he's like, yeah, no. Mix these 2 colors together. You know what to do. And I'm just like, oh, God, I'm so tired. So that's what I'm here. But without further ado, what's up, you guys? My name is Aniki, and I'm back to do another live stream for you guys. Another vlog for you guys, okay? Thank you to my new subscribers. If you're new here, my name is Aniki, and I'm exhausted. But the show must go on, okay? And I just have one quick question. Aren't you glad to see me? Because I'm glad to see you, okay? And thank you for those of you that have been here from the very beginning. I greatly appreciate you guys, okay? So let's jump right in. We have our 2 paints here that we'll be mixing together. This one is Apple Barrel Matte in Khaki, okay? And this one is Apple Barrel Matte Harvest Orange. This is not a sponsored ad, okay? But yes, we're gonna get crack-a-lackin', pop-a-lockin'. Crack-a-lackin', pop-a-lockin'. Rock, paper, scissors. Snap, crackle, pop. We about to get rolling, rock and rolling, okay? By mixing these 2 colors and painting our loaves, which I believe should be a breeze. Now, let's not forget to, what's the book that I was reading? I'm sorry. I was reading, it's not a book, it's a tablet. And I was reading the verse that inspired the piece that we're currently working on, which is the story of how Jesus fed the 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, okay? And then had 12 baskets left over, okay? 12 baskets full. So that's what I was reading. So let's begin. Let's chew. I'm hungry and I'm tired. Let's choose. I want some wings. Yeah, I want some wings. Okay, Lord. Do your thing, Thizzle. Do your thing, Thizzle. Yes, I'm really this quirky in real life. Okay, so let's get our brush. Let's get our brush, you guys. Let's choose from our array of brushes. Which brush shall we be using? I'm kind of feeling like I want to do this one. I've never used this brush before, so why not give it a try? Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and shake up our color. And I'm not fancy dancy yet as far as like we creating on a budget, okay? Like to Sistry, if you would like to donate, if you would like to support, check out all the information in my bio. And you know what? I think I should definitely establish a P.O. box. Like I really need to stop playing. Okay, so I am a little ratch, like a smidge. And I'm very much a believer in use what you have. You have to use what you have. You have to make your own. You have to make your Anton fashion, as my mother would say. Okay, so I have this piece of paper cloth, tablecloth here that my daughter ripped off. I had set the stage for her birthday and everything, and she's just been having her way with tearing it away, but I don't give a darn. The festivities have been long past, so that's what I'm gonna be using tonight to be doing my little color mixing and whatnot. Okay, are you married? I'm married to the Lord. Vibes card, tell my uncle that. Well, big up yourself, unks. Damn, wow, you pretty. Thank you. Hey, everybody, get Wingstop. Oh, Wingstop is gross. Your makeup and hair is so pretty, girl. Thank you. Oh, you know, I'm actually taking out my hair right now in the back. Gotcha. Gotcha. But thank you, though. All right, y'all. All right, ooh, you made them yourself. Yeah, I made the lashes. Thank you, guys. Okay, let me go ahead and you my type. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead. You ready for this? You know what I've always said? I've always said that my brain was a jukebox. Not sure, but I've always said it. Okay, what you say, Lord? Okay, add a little black. I'm hearing you, Jesus. I'm hearing you. And let me give you all a disclaimer. I don't know what I be doing. I don't. Watch the other videos. You'll see. When I had tried to sculpt these initially, oh, baby, I was so discouraged. They were all square and it wasn't looking good. But now they're perfectly rounded. Why is that? Because I took a step back, gave it back to who it came from, and I'm just sitting on my couch, just chilling. And then I don't even hear, I see. What I see is my hand curving it. God is such a good God. I don't care what nobody says. I'm sitting on, I did this on live with you guys, and I remember getting so discouraged, like, I don't know, y'all, like, this is the best I got. But I knew it wasn't the best I had, because I'm like, I'm making this for the Lord. Like, I'm not about to be out here embarrassing myself. And if I put my name on that, no, you're not about to be embarrassing me. And he showed it to me. He real deal showed it to me, y'all. Just like how he showed me how to make the colors, to make it look loafy, to make it look like bread. Does this not look like a loaf? It does. God is real, y'all. And hear me out when I say this. I respect all people. I do not push my beliefs on anyone, or at least I try not to. Okay? I have had to have constructive criticism in the past about apparently me pushing my beliefs on others. So I really have been working on not pushing my belief on others. Those that are in the live, I'm grateful that you're in the live. I don't care what you believe in, who you believe in. As long as you're respectful to me, I'm going to be respectful to you. But I am going to let it be known, this is a house of the Lord. Come and love God round here. I love God round here because I'm too real. That's it. That was a disclaimer. Okay? So let's get to cooking. Literally, just like how I was sitting on my couch, I went to lay down next to Ezra. Ezra is my 2-month-old cat who you hear playing in the background with his little jingle bell. Okay? Went to lay down And I can hear it though. I can hear it. I hear mixed khaki with orange. I hear it. I hear it. Because when I'm thinking about it, Lord, khaki is the same color. This is the same color as this. It may not look like it, but trust, it is. Okay? I'm a professional. Khaki with the orange. I'm like, okay, Lord, I see what you did there. Because I'm only thinking I only have one other brown, which is this. Right? This is going to make it look like a turd. I don't want it to look like a log of a turd. I want it to look like a loaf of bread. Cool. Got these colors poured. Boom, boom. Mixing it up. Feeling the vibe. Feeling it. Add a little black. Oh, hold up a second. What you say? Now, I done added a little black. That's our mixture. Compliments of Big G-O-D. And now, let's go ahead and drum roll, please. Can somebody put a drum? Okay, you're bored. Bye. Bye, everybody. Okay. Nice. Oh, yeah. This definitely looks like bread. And I will do a few coats of this. Drum roll. Thank you. Okay. Wow. I don't know why I'm so amazed, but I am amazed. He keeps blowing my mind. My goodness. My God. This literally look like bread. This look like bread. Look at the color. I'm really excited about that. Thank you, Lord. I low-key want to cry. I don't know, man. Look, y'all, all of those that know me or some, like whoever knows me, they know I'm a big crier. Like, I'm going to cry. When something is dropped in my spirit and I act on it, I actually act on it, and I see it come to pass, that has to be the most rewarding feeling ever. I had put no thought into it. None. I have no formal training. It's natural. It's literally a gift. And I'm just talking about the color matching. Because you have to understand, when it comes to mica pigments, you can't tell me nothing. You want me to mix a color? Baby, what color are you thinking in mind? Mica pigments? In there. But with acrylic paint, I haven't really had much practice with mixing. You get what I'm saying. And you know what? I just thought about something and I would like to share it. The thought just came to me. The Lord didn't give me everything at once. He told me 2 colors. I was lying down, ready to get some shut-eye. Ready to get shut-eye. And I hear mixed khaki and orange. And I'm like, oh, God. So I get myself together and I say, you know what? I accept. I'll do it. Because you know what? I did lollygag around this morning by doing the lashes. So I'm going to get to work. I'll finish what you told me to start. Cool. And as I'm starting, as I took the first step, he then gives me the next set of instruction. Add a little black. So what's the purpose of me saying all of that for? Sometimes in life, and I'm speaking from Iniki's sense, from my point of view, sometimes in life, we tend to think we're looking for a sign. Lord, help us. Lord, help us. Lord, help us. I need a sign. I need a sign. I need a sign. But if you were already having this inkling or this hunch or this thought or this crazy idea or whatever you want to call it, this intuition to do a thing, right? And you don't do it, you can't keep asking for a sign. Basically, what I'm saying is you have to take the first step. You have to show that, okay, I'm going to participate. You have to show God I'm going to be an active participant in my breakthrough, in my testimony, in becoming a testament, okay? In becoming a motivation for someone, in becoming inspiration for someone, okay? I'm going to take that first step. And that's when you'll get the next set of instruction. I was laying down. I can't stress that enough. I'm just so amazed. And some of you may be viewing and be like, who cares? It's just paint. I care. I care. Because I know the gift. I know it doesn't come from me. I like to paint. Sure. Cool. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be on the big screens. I ain't want to be at home with a paintbrush. That's not what I wanted to do. But when my life became his, right? Meaning I surrendered and turned over everything, my desires then began to change. And I started wanting what he wanted for me when he created me, when he put me in my mother's womb, when he breathed life into me. I started to ask him, what did you make me for? Who do you say that I am? Because the world says I'm this, but what is it that you say? And I ask that you bless and multiply my little small two fish and 5 loaves. Because I tell you some people, I don't have it. People, I don't have it. I tell you the truth. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for your subscribes. Okay. When I tell y'all people I don't have it, I don't have it. But guess what? I know somebody who does. And where he lives, they got roads up there that's made of gold. Walk up in there like, oh, this how y'all living? Like, that's regular. What? Yeah, I don't even want to walk on it, baby. That's gold. You over here trying to put some in your pocket. They're like, we have that in abundance. There's a tree over there. Like, nobody here is... I know I like to talk. I like to talk in analogies. That's how my brain thinks. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That's who I am. I talk in analogies. I go on tangents. I'm learning to stop apologizing for being who I am. I love each and every one of you all, but somebody's negative opinion doesn't change me. I appreciate all of the positive opinions, but that negative stuff, at my big grown age now, I'm learning to just say, you know what? Sorry. I'm not sorry. That's a statement. Learning to say, like, I don't even care. Who has to say what? I'm quirky. I'm strange. I'm weird. I'm different. And that is okay. I'm not for everybody. Whether it's 2 people in the room, 0 people in the room, 1 people in the room, I'm still going to sing. I'm still going to dance. I'm still going to praise the Lord. And I'm still going to be Iniki. So that's it. And I really want some wings. I would like some American deli. 10-piece teriyaki lemon pepper wet. Fried soft. I don't like my wings or fries too crispy. With some ranch on the side. And of course, a large fruit punch lemonade mix with no ice, because they be trying to jip you when they give you ice. That's why you got to tell them no ice. Fill that thing up to the tippy top, because American Deli getting a little bit outrageous with their prices. And the more they get outrageous, the smaller their wings get. The higher their prices get, the smaller their wings get. American Deli, I need to see about you. Y'all remember when Boosie was like, Mark Zuckerberg, I need to talk to you. That's how I feel about American Deli. American Deli, step to the front. What's going on with these prices? Okay? What is going on with the size of these wings? Okay? And why do y'all be so scared to fill it up to the brim? This drink is like $7. You don't even want to fill it up? Look, I'm sorry, Miss Ma'am. Can you put some more in there, please? And then these American delis, they be having it to where the drink thing is behind the thing. The drink thing is behind the register. You can't even make your own drink. You can't even make your own drink. But that's what I would like. I would like some American Deli. I would like some American Deli. And then I want some chocolate chip cookies. But I have chocolate chip cookies here that I can bake. I just got quiet just then. My bad. I needed to focus on this, trying to get this line crisp. Okay. So yeah, you guys, I am here painting the last loaf of bread. Once I get this last bit of paint on, Ezra, get out the blinds. Then I'm going to move on to Mod Podging the fish, which is best to get that part out the way, and then I'll figure out what else I'm going to do to the fish, if I'm going to deck it out or if I'm going to just leave it plain. I might leave it plain because I don't know yet. Whatever comes to me is what I'll do. That is what I will do. So yeah, you guys, what do you think about the color? The customed color. What do you think about that? I'm just going over it again. I'm just trying to use the last bit of paint that I have here. That's all. No paint gets left behind. But really, truthfully, it's because things done got, everything in the world has gone up, even paint. I remember back in the day, paint was so cheap. They got paint going up for upwards of $2, $3 a bottle. So baby, we not wasting nothing. And also too, because the clay is very porous, I would definitely like to ensure that I have a nice, clean, coated loaf. Okay. And of course, this, I'm not worried about, the edging or anything like that, because I'm going to paint the platter. Now, as far as paint the platter, that reminds me of Perry the Platypus. Or that weird noise he makes. Sorry. You see what I mean? Tangent. Strange. Paint the platter. Perry the Platypus. How does one even correlate the two? It's my brain. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. We're done. How'd that look? Do you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? How'd that look? Rushing through the air, rushing through the air. Hey, everybody. 67. You know what's funnier than 66? 67. Okay, so we're gonna put this to the side here. You guys are awesome. Oh, I forgot I had to finish the fish. I was gonna say I have something else. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay. Beautiful sea, I chose to be happy. I was not blessed with the singing gift. My oldest daughter was. My oldest and my youngest daughter were blessed with the voice. Even though LB is only 13 months, it's not hard to tell that she's gonna be musically gifted because she loves to bang on stuff. She loves to sing. She's been singing ever since she could babble. That girl knows she can sing. And she just make up random songs. And I'm like, girl, you just like your mama. Thank you, guys. Okay. This is Mod Podge. When I get excited, my words come out fast. Okay, Mod Podge, but sometimes I say Mod Podge. Okay, thank you so much. I don't like doing this. I'm older, I'm old school. This makes me think of something. When the girlies now be saying clock it, I don't like that. That made me think something else. It made me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. So you'll never really see me say the clock it thing. I'll never really do that because it made me feel, no, I don't like that. You like your lashes? You like my lashes? Thank you. I made them this morning. Okay. So, I'm going to Mod Podge the fish. God, dog. That was weird. Jeez Louise. Just take my brush like that. Dip it in that podge like that. Boom. Do it like that. And yes, I have to do both sides. And this is going to act like a sealant. Why? I don't know. But I've just gotten so accustomed to Mod Podging everything after I paint or sculpt it. So I just continue to follow suit. But I really don't have to. I can just pour the epoxy straight on it. But yeah, I've legit just got, I guess that's just me giving myself extra work. Hopefully I can show the Lord I'm dedicated to go the extra mile. You ask me to go 1 mile, I'm gonna go with you 2. Why not? I have nowhere else better to be. Okay. And the only reason why I have the heat on right now is because it was a little nippy in here, and I knew I had to finish this because again I was laying down. I wanted to just call it a night, but I'm like, I gotta finish this, at least the painting part, as the painting aspect of it. So I'm gonna do the first side, set that to the side, let it dry, and then I'm gonna flip it, do the back, and then yeah, after the first half, after the the front, this part here, after this dries. Yep. That's how we're gonna do it. And then when it dries, I'll lay it like this on something, and then I'll do the sides. I'll rotate it, like literally giving yourself extra work. For why? Because I love the craft. That's why. I used to think that if you cut corners or try to do it easily or hack, like doing, like, don't get me wrong, some hacks are definitely like needed. But when it comes to something that you're attaching your name to, and not just your name, like I'm here to, like, Lord, I'm dedicating this to you. Baby, it's got to be perfect. I'm not perfect. Not by a long shot. I am not perfect, but when it comes to something that I'm putting my hands and my name on, because I stamp every single thing. I date it, I sign it, and I thumbprint it. I just recently started doing the thumbprint thing though, but I think it's pretty cool. So if I'm putting me on it, like my name, my signature, yeah, it needs to be the best. Just simply the best. It needs to be like that. I'm thinking of the PYT song by Michael Jackson. Where did you come from, baby? And ooh. Sorry. Hey, everybody. Hi, Kyle. So I'm just here painting the first side of the fish with some Mod Podge. And then I'm going to set that to the side. And then I've already painted the loaves here. Okay. And every single piece that I'm creating, you guys, does have a scripture reference. I've already made this. This one is going to be so cool. Reason I haven't finished it is because I don't know what the hell to do. I'm waiting for divine revelation. But yeah, you can see I like the little thingamabobs. Made another thingamabob with an eye hole for it because I'm making keychains. And then I scooped in some cherries because it reminds me of someone. And I'm also going to make that into a keychain. So I'm going to be painting those, which should be fun when I finish this. But that's if I can stretch it, y'all. I want to show. Ezra, what did you just do? Every single time he runs, like really swiftly, I know he did something he wasn't supposed to be doing down there or whatever, wherever he goes. He swear he's the man of the house. He's so mannish. He's only 2 months, but he's gotten big. I was looking at him today when he was eating, and I'm thinking of when I first had gotten him, he was so tiny. And now he's like, oh, you think I can't jump on that? And I'm like, Ezra, how the hell you get up there? Get down. Because again, when I first got him, the cat could barely get into his litter box. He kept tripping in the litter box and out of the litter box. That's how tiny he was. So freaking cute. And his eyes were blue, like ocean blue. Now they don't look blue anymore. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I have it podged down. Now here's the thing. Once I set that to the side, the Mod Podge is going to cake up and glue on this as well. So that's why I like to stockpile these little brushes here, because I use them for glaze and Mod Podge. Only glaze and only Mod Podge, because I'll consider them like disposable. You see what I'm saying? Because again, within minutes, this thing will be like caked up. So yeah. Not sure why the paintbrushes were over there. Not sure why, but I just feel really inspired, I guess, to show you all my jewels. I'm so freaking tired. It's probably delirium too. I don't know. Look at these cool jewels I have. Oh, for your viewing pleasure, please enjoy this ASMR. Okay, that's it. Reason I did that was because I had someone ask me earlier during the live, have you ever thought about doing ASMR? And I'm thinking, damn, that's a good idea. Respiratory infection. I have asthma. It's around that time of year. Sorry. But yeah, look at these creature eyes. Let's do something with the creature eyes. Let's try to scope a piece with them. That'll be cool. That'll be really cool. I'm interested to see how I'm going to flip that and turn nothing into something. Really interested to see how that'll work out. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. What am I making? Well, right now, I'm not making anything currently. I had just finished painting some loaves of bread that I had sculpted. I just finished Mod Podging some fish that I had painted, some wooden fish. That's the first layer. I was given a little bit of weird ASMR, showing off the jewels. And now, exhausted as I am, I am going to paint. Oh, Lord. I'm going to paint this cherry here. And I'm thinking of the Tupac song, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Okay, so I'm not going to do your average red. I kind of want to test the color out. So hold up a second. I want to test out this color. I want to test out, not hot rod red, not bright red. Well, it's probably is hot rod red. I have 3 different reds. Red apple. I'm going to do red apple, and I'm going to do, I thought I had purple orchid. Nope, purple iris. I'm going to mix these 2 together. Purple, this is Apple Barrel Matte Purple Iris. And this is Apple Barrel Red Apple. Okay, what are you making? I've already sculpted this clay cherry here. As you can see, I have a little eye hole there because I'll be turning that into a keychain. And I have this thingamabob, which I'm going to paint, and that's also going to be on a keychain. And this is the original keychain that made me say, hey, I need to make a keychain for my keys because I can never freaking keep up with my keys. I can never freaking, you see that? I can never keep up with my keys. I didn't even remember that these 2 were in my pocket. And this is how I've been walking around with my keys for 12 months. That's not good. Okay, but yeah, this is the original keychain that I had made. It says, Daddy doesn't love me. My dad, Mr. Otis, he loves me. My Heavenly Father loves me. But I got this from Austin Powers. Daddy doesn't care. So if you know Austin Powers and you know that song, that's what this reminds me of. Thank you so much for the floating heart. That's exciting. Thank you, guys. Okay, so we're going to be mixing, again, Apple Barrel Red Apple. Thank you, Brandon Moore. Shouts out to Brandon Moore, you guys. He sent me a floating, what is that? A floating heart, okay? So thank you, Brandon Moore. Hold on a second. Let me make it interesting. I hope you're still in here, Brandon. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm going to make it interesting. I just had a really cool idea just to say thanks. I'm not sure if you're still in the room, so I'm going to pick a random color. I'm going to pick this red that I'm using here. And I'm going to write your name on this board. And B with my finger, I guess. B R A N D O N. Yay! Thank you, Brandon. Woo! Thank you. Period lashes. Thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment or you're saying like menstrual cycle period. That'll be gross. That'll be yuck. But thank you. So yeah. Thank you, Brandon. If you're still in the room, thank you for my floating heart. Let's continue to paint, okay? But yeah, check. That's the cool. And I do have liquid latex on the back because I'm going to be doming this. Doming just simply means giving it a thin, very thin layer of resin so that sparkle can really pop. So yeah. Okay, so let me stay focused, you guys. I have a really bad habit of going on tangents. I mean, I think I did give that disclaimer already. Like, I go on tangents. Or I probably didn't. I do go on a lot of tangents. Like, tons. And that's my cat, Ezra. If you hear that jingle bell noise, that's my cat, Ezra, high off catnip. These toys, look, I don't have time for this. Add a little there. Again, I'm trying to get a dark berry color. Can you guys see that? There you go. There you go. I got some black here. We're going to use the rest of this black. We're going to even use this brown. And I'm going to get just a little bit of this purple iris. Okay. Now, I don't know what's going to come of this. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. What? Hold up. All right, hold up a second. Cause I think I just did something. I think I just did something. Red apple. Was I using red apple? Yeah, I was. Okay. All right, hold up a second, y'all, because I literally just think I did something. Can y'all see that color? Yeah, I'm going to add that black in there. Before it was looking eggplantish. Okay, I'm going to get a little red in there. A little more red in there. Make sure y'all have on like an apron or, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all have on something that you don't want to get messed up. Yeah. I'm trying to, when I'm the color that I'm thinking about is a really dark cherry. Dark sweet cherry. Okay. Hot damn. I literally thought that I was using this to mix my color. Okay, so let's go ahead and give that a little quick rinse. And we're going to wipe this off like that. Okay. I am going to put my gloves on because I'm, well, whatever, screw it. Okay, let's jump right in. Let's see what happens. I am going to downsize to a smaller brush though, however. That's the same. I think this is the smallest brush I have. Ugh. I want one that's smaller than this one. I'm gonna try this. Try this. I'm gonna try this brush. Okay? Excuse me, definitely given eggplantish, but then I remembered I said I was gonna do a quick layer of when that dries, I said I was gonna do the Mod Podge, but I was gonna mix red glitter in the Mod Podge. So I'm not even tripping. Ow! Ezra! His claws dug into my thigh. Oh yeah. Would you eat these cherries? I'm trying to be very, very delicate. Very, very delicate. Because you see I made the stem thin. I had done that because I had never really seen a thick, big, fat stem before. Plus, I know that once I get that epoxy resin on there, baby, that's not moving. So the stem doesn't have to be perfect, which, why didn't I paint that first? Oh yeah, I'm feeling that this looks like cherries. Y'all, so I mixed purple iris. Let me show you. Look at this color. What do you think? That's giving dark cherry. That's giving red cherry. That's what that's giving. That's giving red cherry. Okay? Hold on a second. Let me... Misleading sense of floating heart. Where's the board? Thank you. Okay, let's clean our board. We're gonna clean our boards. We're gonna clean our board. What color would you like, Miss Leadin? What color would you like? What color would you like? I had to pick one for Brandon because I don't know if he was still in the room. Oh my God, Queen, you're on live again. Yes, hey Darfield. I don't know if you're still in the room, Miss Leadin. However, I'm going to give you, thank you, Havoc Art. I did take a little pause of painting my hand sculpted cherry, which I'm going to be turning into a keychain, as you can see there. Okay, and the original inspiration behind that was my original keychain that I had made and got paint on, which is no big deal because that can come right off. All right, thank you so much. So I've just created this color here with the red apple paint, the purple iris, okay, and the black. I've just looked up and I see that misleading sent a floating heart. Let me make sure I got that. Yep. So I want to go ahead. So you guys see the three colors? Awesome. I want to go ahead and do a quick shout out. So let's go ahead and do purple. Not even a shout out. I'm going to do M leading because, well, no, I think I can do on, I forgot. Okay. So middle finger here. M. Hold on, you guys. M. Okay. I. Okay. S. S. Okay. Are you guys ready? L. Ezra. E. Hold on. I could have did that E a lot better. Okay. E. See how I did that? I just did a capital E instead. Okay. A. D. I. Let me fix that D. Okay. N. And G. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, emergency. What? Thank you, emergency preparedness. What color would you like? Now I gotta wipe this off and do that one. Let me wet my finger. Wipe this off. I never realized how porky my fingers were. I do have porky fingers. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe this off, you guys. I had went in with my sponge. I have a question for you. What's up, Darfield? What's the question? Hey, I loved you in Shameless, by the way. That's what I appreciate that, but that ain't me. Baby, I didn't get that Shameless money. No, I'm not Vanessa. I'm Aniki. But thank you, though. I was just saying how I didn't expect to see myself here with a paintbrush and or a sponge on YouTube Live. I wanted to be an actress. But the Lord said, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you. Plans to prosper you, to give you a hope and a future. Plans of welfare and not harm. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. And we have emergency preparedness. So I kind of want to find a better, more quicker way of writing these you all's names. Seeing how my finger is porky and it's not really working for me. This is a plastic film on the back here. I want to see if I can get a marker. I'm just trying to think of how I can do it, you guys, to try to stay engaging. That's all. I want to see if I can get a marker and if it's not going to rub off. Let me see. Okay, perfect. It works, but it also rubs off, and that's what we want. We want to give you guys shout outs. Okay, so the first one was emergency preparedness. Okay. Hold on. Wait, I think I did it on this side. Okay. Emergency. Now I can really write. Emergency prep. Okay. Emergency preparedness. Dang. Emergency preparedness. Yeah, I gotta find a better marker. I'm gonna get a whiteboard. Hey, look, 4 persons in the room, 23 lights, 423. That's my birthday. Hello, everybody. Ezra. You guys, I'm all over the place tonight. Let's put our materials up. I have been going through a bit of a depression, but one thing I'm very proud of myself for, depressed or no depressed, I like to have my workstation clean. I can't have my moneymaker cluttered. Truth be told, my moneymaker is this. That's a lie. The Lord is my moneymaker. I'm sorry, y'all, but I love this. I love this color. This is definitely giving cherry. Dark, sweet cherry. I mixed 3 different colors for this. Can you draw a raccoon, please? I don't know how to draw a raccoon, but I'll definitely will do some research and I will get back to you with that. So I don't want to tell you no, so I will say I will do my research. Are you going to be going live tomorrow? Yes, I will be. Yes, I will be going live. Yes, I will be. I love engaging with y'all, man. It's like literally my favorite thing. When I like get my feet up off the ground in the morning and I give thanks for the day, I get excited because it's what am I going to do special for y'all? And I know that I'm even more excited to share because when I initially started this, I was just talking, just checking in, just at home, being unproductive, if you will. Ezra! Stay off the catnip, Ezra. You're going crazy, man. You need rehab. That catnip has it. Damn, y'all. These cherries look cherryin'. Look at the color, man. I'm sorry, but look. Well, don't look at that part, but look at this part. All right. All right. What other question do you have, Darfield? You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I really wish I could meet each and every one of you, and then I would take pictures with you guys. I believe if I just keep going, if I just keep striving, I believe the Lord will make that happen, because the fact that I engage with you all, the fact that you all follow along my journey, I'm just a regular person. I was born in New York. I was raised in Jamaica. I'm of Jamaica. I was born in New York. I was raised in Georgia. I've lived in Jamaica for a while. My family we are Jamaican. My mom, my dad, his parents, my mom, her parents, we're all Jamaican. And I never thought in a million years, oh, I didn't notice I was at the start of your life. That's okay. I didn't notice. I didn't know that I was gonna be able to have the opportunity. Even though I've prayed about it for quite a while, I never thought that I was gonna have the opportunity to really just be engaging with you guys. I love that. Love it. So with this thingamabob here, I don't want to waste any paint. So what I'm thinking about doing is, I'm really digging on that color. I don't want to waste any paint. So I'm probably just gonna paint this color using the remaining paint of this. And then again, Mod Podging it out. Yeah. Yeah. Or I could freak it and possibly make it into a chain. Let's try to see if we can get that chain through. It's going to take some finessing. You see what I did there? Which I'm no rookie to. So that's probably why I don't have no friends. I'm too damn weird. Can you, yeah, that's legit probably why I don't have no friends. You're gonna be good. You got the personality for it. Thank you. You look like an actress. Thank you. Oh, he was joking. Okay, you guys. I really want to set this down now. Make sure it's nice and dry. Even if I have to come back. Y'all, you're not going to tell me that doesn't look like cherries. I might mess around and make some cherry earrings. This is so cute, you guys. And they're not heavy at all. Hi, Life with Lola. Hey, everybody. Hey, Emery. So what I'm here, those of you that are new in here, I'm just doing some art. I've sculpted this cherry here. And initially when I thought of, okay, I'm going to just make cherries because I had leftover clay. I didn't want to waste the clay. I was thinking, bright red. But the cherries that I typically go after, if I'm spending $8 for these cherries, because they can get expensive, I want them to be sweet. I want to bite into it and be like, that's sweet. That's what I want. And when I bite into that sweet cherry, they're never really actually red for real, for real. They're like more like this. Yeah, like a dark purple. So that's where I came up with that color. I made that color using 3 different colors. I used purple iris, purple iris, red apple, and I use jet black. So I have that cherry set to the side here because obviously, you know, I'm going to paint the stems brown and then I'm going to do the leaf green. And my freaking brain, dude. I'm gonna glitter this part here, but I'm gonna bedazzle the leaf. Yeah. When I tell you extra, like always giving myself extra work, leave it to Iniki to be extra. Leave it to me. You know how they be like, leave it to Beaver? You don't gotta leave it to Beaver. He don't know what to do with it. But I do. No, I don't. The Lord be guiding me. I don't be knowing what I be doing. Thank you, Emery, for your hearts. I want some macaroni and cheese. I want some macaroni and cheese. Yo, I really see now where LB gets her strangeness from. Because my baby is goofy. My baby is a goofy baby. 1 minute she can be talking to you and she just bust out and and I'll be looking at her like, I know, baby, that's right. And people be looking like, oh my God, she's just screaming. Is everything all right? I'm like, that's just how she communicates. She's just excited. Hey, Amy, hold on. Amy, the girl. First glance, I wanted to say amethyst, but I had to catch myself. Speaking of amethyst, you all remember Steven Universe? Who watched Steven Universe? I personally couldn't really get into it, but who was amethyst? Like that thing, was it two people combined? I just could never really understand Steven Universe. I could never understand it. I'm trying to be very gentle. It is still clay. It's not polymer clay. It's air-dried clay. So I'm trying to be very gentle because it still can run the risk of cracking, breaking. Typically, it shouldn't, from my experience from working with it for about 2 weeks now. I haven't really experienced any breaking, but it's not impossible. Once I seal my stuff in Mod Podge and lock it all in with epoxy resin, it's not going anywhere. So I put it on the stick because I knew I needed to do the back part. I am making a keychain. So I've already sculpted the cherry. I've already sculpted the cherry and painted the bottom of the cherry. I was just waiting for that to dry to come back and paint the stems and the leaf. And then when everything is painted, I'm going to go in and be my extra self and do some bedazzling to the leaf. Might even bedazzle out the whole cherry. Who knows? Not sure yet, but whatever comes to me is what I'm going to do. Okay. So I have finished this. However, in unfortunate news, I still have leftover paint. And in the world of artistry, you do not waste any product. So you know what that means. Thank you so much, Amelia Baker. Thank you, Gabriel. So yeah, I'm going to be using this. I can't waste the paint. I cannot waste the paint, y'all. Things is getting too... Thank you, Emery. Things is getting too costly around here. Let me do the edges first. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to go in with my edge brush. So I take my really tiny brush here, which is this. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to do those. I want to make sure you guys can see. And I'm going to do the edges. Really, really gentle. I mean, careful. So forgive me if I don't respond to the comments right away. I'm trying to paint the platter where the loaves of bread are. And I'm currently trying to get the edging done. And I don't want to screw it up. Because I really don't want to have to go back and make the loaf color again, the bread color. But I will if I have to, but I don't want to. Okay, and I'm just trying to get all of them outlined. And then when I finish painting all of this, then I'm going to seal all of this. Thank you so much for you all subscribes. I'm going to seal all of this in Mod Podge and then lock everything in for the final glaze with the epoxy resin. And apparently you all love this type of content, so I definitely want to come back and do more for you guys. Oh, let me stay in the view. So please definitely like, share, subscribe, comment, good and bad. I mean, I'd prefer you not to comment bad things, but I'm thanking everyone that does comment bad things because they have to get thanked as well. They don't know any better. And literally by they don't know any better, they don't know that they're still helping the channel, whether they want to be rude or not. So that's why it's like, thank you. All right, I'm about to flip it and show you guys. I might literally have to make that into something because I noticed I keep saying that. I'm gonna have to, all right, I'm about to flip it and show y'all. I'm about to flip it and show y'all. They got a place up the street. I'm not playing around. I will literally get a shirt. Matter of fact, let me shut up. Let me shut up. That's how it looks. That's the edge. Y'all not gonna tell me that don't look like bread. Do not tell me that don't look like no bread. Because it does. Because it does. It does. It looks like a loaf of bread. It does. I'm definitely gonna have to make more of this color. I love how they're not perfectly uniformed. I love this, you guys. I freaking love this. Hey, guy. Yeah, I'm going to be live tomorrow. Who else in the chat is a dragon puppeteer? Where did you get your art supplies from? I get my art supplies from Walmart, the dollar store. Sometimes I'll stop by Michael's. But I'm not there yet financially to just keep going to Michael's. I do like Joann's. But I typically, hi, everybody. But I typically like to go to the Walmart or Amazon. For sure, Amazon. Put it this way, I get my art supplies wherever I can get them. Baby, I got this board from the Dollar Tree, from the dollar store for $1.25. Okay? I get my art supplies from wherever. I always look for I keep my eyes peeled for inspiration. Peeled. But truth be told, I think it's just a natural inkling. Like I can't help it. I'll see something and my brain automatically tells me what to make with it. Like, you know how some people's brain just numbers is just their thing, words is just their thing, color is just their thing. My brain operates with pictures. So like when I think, and I think this is a really good topic to have because we all are different people, right? Everybody functions differently. Everybody processes things differently. So I really think this is a good topic. But like when I'm like, for instance, you know how they say a person can have like an inner monologue? I can hear myself when I think. When I read, I can read in my head. I can hear me when I read. However, when I'm reading, I don't see words when I'm reading. I see pictures. So like, I think for me, watching a movie based on a book is always a little bit difficult because not only am I reading the actual book, but my brain is creating images for what I'm reading because I don't see words, I see images. Like, yeah, I see word. It's hard to explain. I'm not a freaking neuroscientist. Like, if you want to know how the brain operates, please do your own research. I'm just telling you how Iniki brain works. Iniki's brain works in pictures. So I talk in analogy a lot. Like, I'm like always talking an example, always talking an analogy. Not necessarily codes and riddles. I met a lady who talked in riddles. She said she got it from her dad. Her name was Bolivia. She was a nice lady. I kind of gave her hell when I first met her, but that's just because I had my defenses up. I had been so, I had been messed up for a while to where I really wasn't interested in letting my guard down. But when I eventually did let my guard down, Bolivia became a person that I fancied. She was an older lady. She was older than me. I think she was either in her 40s or 50s, but shouts out to you, Bolivia, wherever you are. God bless you. May he guide you and keep you. And I hope you're well. And Fallon. Shout out to Miss Fallon White. I don't know where you are, Fallon. I've been trying to hit you up on Facebook. But may God bless and keep you. Been thinking about you. And I only do that, you guys, because I don't know if, anybody will ever see these videos. Truth be told, I don't know where. Earlier in the live, I wanted everybody to kind of like put in the comments where they were from. That's cap. That was from this morning. I'm sorry. Oopsie. Think I made a poopsie. I think that's from white girls. Do you draw too? I draw sometimes. Thank you. I like your lashes. I saw you make them the red lashes. Thank you so much. I do singing for a living. Oh, that's awesome. Sing me a song. Like for real, who doesn't? Okay. Ohio. Hey, Autumn October Freak. How you doing? How did you ever get a chance to, what were you doing? Cleaning up your room and playing the guitar, if I'm not mistaken? How did that turn out for you? Okay, you guys, I'm just here doing the edging, and then once I finish the edge, I'm gonna paint with whatever paint is left on this little piece of plastic here. Film, plastic, whatever you want to call it, and then I'm gonna go in and with the bigger brush and just kind of fill in the places. And though it's looking crazy now, you'll soon see the vision behind. You'll soon see the results of the vision. The method behind the madness. That's what I'm trying to say. Hot dog. Oh yeah, speaking of which, what time is it? 8:36. I'm about to go to Quick Trip Kitchen. Matter of fact, not even Quick Trip Kitchen. I'm about to go get me a chili cheese dog. I'm hungry, y'all. It's not wings, but it'll do. It shall do. I'm running out of this paint, this color here. I really like this handmade color, y'all. I draw sometimes, but I've just gotten into this sculpting thing like 2 weeks now. So in 2 weeks, I've made about, this is like my 11, that's exaggerating. 1, 2, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made about 7 pieces, all containing clay. The epoxy is the easy part for me. I've been doing epoxy since 2019. But as far as clay, I had one experience with clay when I was 14. I sculpted an adult body part in art class, and I got ISS for it. I stayed in ISS. Not proud of it, but I'm proud of the sculpting, the sculpture, but I'm not proud of the ISS is what I'm saying. Okay, let me flip it and show y'all. You see how I got that edge? It kind of looked like a melted Twix, doesn't it? I'm hungry, y'all. Okay. Got front and we got back dried. Okay. Put this in the water. And now I'm just gonna go in with the rest of this paint here. I look hungry. Okay, I'll see you later, Amy. I do look hungry because I am. Hi, Azanet. How you doing? I look hungry. I am hungry. So your eyes do not deceive you. Your eyes tell you the truth. I'm very hungry. I'm about to eat in a second. I'm probably about to warm up these. Oh, shit. I gave them away. I was about to say I'm about to warm up these noodles, but I forgot I gave them away. I'm definitely going to have to create more of this color and go over it because you can tell, you can see the streaks. You can tell it's only one coat. I'm about to do what? Can somebody tell me what I'm about to do next? If you know, can you tell me what I'm about to do? Or anybody? Because I'm about to spoil it. I'm about to spoil it for you. If anybody can tell me. All right, I'm about to flip it and show y'all. That's what I was gonna say. You're so corny. I know. That's probably why I never made comedy my career choice. Even though my daughter says I'm funny, she says, "Mom, you're so funny." But I think she says that because she's my baby. I think that's why. She and I are going to be spending some time for the Thanksgiving holidays. And I pray that the Lord allows me to have everything I need for us to have a good time. And if she want to have some of her friends to come, then I will have her come with her friends. Guess who just made a mistake on the handmade freaking color? Lord. I did. I just made a mistake. You know what? We're going to keep it pushing. That's okay. We're going to keep it pushing. What Bob Ross say? No mistakes, only happy accidents. Thank you so much, Retro King. So, you know what that means. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. We're going to... Damn. We're going to wipe the board and we're going to write... Thank you. We're going to write your name. I just started to implement that. So we're going to wipe the board. And I'm going to try with the permanent marker this time, you guys, because I want the lettering to show. Okay, I'm going to do a little swatch in the corner here. Let me try. Let me do black. Okay, what is that? Retro King. How many kids do you have? 6. Should I get art supplies for Christmas? Heck yeah. Hello, TikToks and edits. Retro King, Retro King, Retro King sends floating hearts. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love corn. Ericy boy. I love corn too. Erky boy. I love corn too. Okay. All right. Retro King. Let me see if this can, let me see if I can wipe it off like this. Let me see. Okay, hold on. It looks to wipe off. Let me see. Okay. All right. So All right, that's for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. What did you do for Halloween? I already have 140 art supplies. I'm getting more for Christmas. That is awesome. What type of supplies do you have? I freaking love art supplies. They just make me what did I do for Halloween? I sculpted. I was just in here creating art. I was just creating art. Oh, and I had 4 of my kids knock on the door. When I say kids, um the neighborhood kids that I've grown fond of. They're not my biological children. They're just children that live in my um, community. And they stopped by for candy, and I gave them candy. I gave them candy. I wasn't prepared for it at all. They knocked on the door. I was in the middle of a crying session. If you guys know me, if you've been here before, baby, I'm gonna cry. I'm not as scared. I'm not as scared. I'm not afraid to cry. I might cry a little too much than I would like, if I can admit. I don't like how much I cry, but I'm not afraid to. And I'm not afraid to admit it either. I think too often. How this looking, y'all? Hold on. How this look? If somebody brought this to you and say, I brought you some bread, would you eat this bread? Be honest. Wow, I have pens and I do lots of stuff. That's cool. Colors and shading stuff and lots of botanical pencils and Sharpies. That's awesome. Thank you. This is super good. Thank you so much. This is my first time sculpting bread. My first time sculpting bread, and I just used the remaining of the color. So, to not get sidetracked, to keep up the engagement, to keep up everything that we're working on right now, we're going to go ahead and you can tell I'm tired. You can tell I'm tired. How am I going to move on to the next thing when I didn't even finish painting? Come on, dude. Get it together. All right, so we're going to go in again with our 3 colors here. We used red apple. Can you guys see that? We used red apple. We used purple iris, which I've been struggling to get this part off. But I finally got it. Okay, so we do purple iris. Okay. And I'm doing that much because I'm gonna do more coats. And then we got the black. Right? Were those the 3 colors that I used? I don't doggone know. I'm so tired, y'all. Okay, and then I'm gonna just give that a good mixing. Thank you so much, you all, for your subbies. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your comments. Yeah, we're gonna add some more red. What are your kids doing? What are you making? The remaining of the color. Yeah. I am making a placard with 5 loaves, and I've made the 2 fish in correlation with the, or not correlation, inspired by the infamous story of Jesus and the 2 fish and the 5 loaves, that feeding the 5,000, that story. Matthew 14, was it? 13 through 21. Was that it? Okay, now we got our color. You see what I'm saying by that color match? Y'all see that? I don't think y'all really feel me. I don't think y'all feel me. I want to know if somebody feels me. That's just what I want to know. I don't want much. I don't even need much, but I just need to know, do somebody feel me? Kid, does somebody feel me? Yeah. Okay. Now, if I just kind of go quiet in the middle of a sentence, kind of like how I just did, it's probably because I'm holding my breath. What time is it? It's 8:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Georgia. Here in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. Want to be really careful around that edge. Once we get around that edge, it's smooth sailing. And yes, I'm gonna paint the back. It's like literally no corners can be cut. Lord, thank you for this gift. Use me, Lord. And then it's like, okay, make this. And it's like, you gonna tell me how? I'll make it, but I gotta do all of that. But the beautiful part about it is he never told me exactly how to do it. He just put something on my spirit, and I said, okay, let me try to do this. Something dropped in my spirit. Let me try to make it. And I've been doing this for some days now because I've been depressed. And then I've been lollygagging. And then I say, okay, Lord, I'm going to do it later. And then later comes. And then I'm doing something else when I should be doing this. But he caught up with me today. I went to go lay down like, we had a successful day. I had a successful live this morning because I went live early this morning, like early, like before 10 early. And I never really do that. I just got hip to doing that. As far as like going live. Not every day. Well, yeah, every day. I be trying. Hey, you sent me an email? Perfect. I'm going to let you know. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I remembered from this morning. Yes. Atlanta in the house. I love Atlanta. I freaking love it here, you guys. I wasn't born here, but I was raised here. My mom had me in New York, and I was born in 1993. I believe my mom said she came down to Georgia 1994. No. 1993 is when she came down. Yeah. She said I took my first steps here. So yeah, probably 1994 when my mom first moved to Georgia. My mom was born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. She came to the States and she met my dad. My dad himself, too, was born in Kingston, Jamaica. He came to the States. He met my mom. And now I am sitting in front of you on live with a paintbrush. Am I the only one that holds their breath when they're like doing their mascara? Anyone that wears mascara? I don't care if you're sex, who you are. Girl, guy, cat, dog. If you wear mascara, do you hold your breath? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. I have some good stuff to make you financially free. Seriously, if you're not believing the same God, you just. Okay, I'll definitely check that email out. So you hold your breath when you do that mascara? I don't know what it is. I don't know what the heck it is. Why we have to hold our breath when we doing that mascara? Why? I don't know. So I'm gonna just have to. I see how when I'm creating, I like to think as I go, right? And I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to put it on its. I'm gonna have to do like this. Like when I finish the center, I'm gonna have to prop it on something, and because I gotta do the edging. I'm so freaking hungry and tired. And what time is it? It's 8:53. I gotta go get my hot dog before they clean the grill. They clean the grill. The kitchen closes at 10. All right. right, you guys, that's looking so good. That's looking so doggone good. Hot dog, hot dog, hot diddity dog, hot dog. Hot dog. It's the Mickey Mouse Playhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. I bet it's not that fun. Each day is something new. I'll share my love with you. I'm Caillou. I'm coloring and I did an animated girl. My mom said it looks so good. I bet it does. I bet it does. I think it's a lot of different things too, because I used to do it when I lift weights and I had to learn how to breathe. Yeah. 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 It's interesting because we never really truly know what we're really dependent on until we are put in a position to be like, okay, I'm really dependent on this one thing. Like, for instance, I have asthma. It's not severe. However, I've had asthma ever since I was a little girl, right? So I was born with the asthma. I get it from my dad. And it's also attached to my eczema, which I also get from my dad. My mom doesn't have asthma or eczema. But anyway, I've noticed that when I have an asthma flare, when I have an asthma attack, man, and I can't breathe, I'm lying down and all I hear is wheezing. The wheezing is keeping me up. I can't sleep with all that noise. That's my chest. I can't breathe. And then the constant gasping for air, like walking from the room to the bathroom and you're out of breath, man, that asthma attack flare up ain't no joke. That's not no joke. And apparently some people have it so severe that it's fatal for them. So yeah, it's definitely a learning how to breathe thing and all of that and all of this. All of this and all of that, I should say. All right, we're almost finished. And guess what? Guess what we did? We made too much paint. But I'm tired, y'all. I'm not going to hold you. I'm tired. I kind of want to get off live now. And I kind of want to get some food because I kind of don't want to go to bed without eating, which I don't have to go to bed without eating. But I've just been doing that lately because I've just been so depressed. Okay. I think that's good for tonight. The thing with me is once I do something, I want to make sure like, okay, this is good. I'm proud of this, right? Hey, no, I don't have a dog. You look like it's a compliment. Oh, thank you so much. What's your message to the world? Hey, Cassie Jacob, Christ is Lord. That's my message to the world. Hey, everybody. That's my message to the world. My message to the world is, as cliche as it sounds, be you. Don't apologize for being you. I'm not a nerd, but I'm weird as hell. I'm quirky. I'm eccentric. I'm a bit eclectic. I know that I'm different, and I'm not afraid of myself anymore. And I say anymore because I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't afraid of who I was. I'm not going to pretend that I was just I'm just so confident. I know who I was from birth. I have been searching for me for years. Okay? I've been searching for me to the point where my own reflection didn't look recognizable. So once I stopped being afraid of who I am, like, look, I know I'm weird. I've been called a nut case, a head case, a mental case, a nutty person. And I used to get so offended by it. But now it's like, thank you. Because that means I'm not like everybody else. That means I'm unique. That means I'm different. Thank you, Skylar. Thank you. I made them this morning when I had gone live on my morning live, which I never went live in the morning. I usually go live in the afternoon. I don't want to say never. It's not a common occurrence for me to go live and early in the morning, that early, because my corner store opens at 10. Quick Trip is 24/7. So Quick Trip doesn't close. The reason I bring that up is I like to walk. Me and LB, we go walking every morning, and we like to go and we like to get something from the gas station. Well, I like to get her something from the gas station, and I like to get coffee or a cappuccino. Now, I'm not a coffee drinker. I do prefer espresso, but I lost my card. And until I get a new card, I've just been getting hot stuff instead of cold stuff. Flip it to show y'all. Does that look like bread on the platter, you guys? I'm so freaking tired. Lord, are you pleased? I'm so tired. I want to come off alive, but guess what, you guys? How many subs do you have? I'm not sure. I don't keep track. I mean, my analytics shows it, but I don't keep up with that stuff. I don't want to make it sound like I'm not interested. I'm definitely interested in growing my channel, and the more I grow, the more I'm able to engage. But when I say I'm not interested to count the people. I just want to show what the Lord did for me. I don't really care about the numbers per se. I don't know if that makes sense. Because I've been doing this before I had 1 subscriber. I had been coming on, smiling, sharing when I had nobody watching. So the numbers don't mean what it may mean to some. All the numbers mean to me is that God is just doing what he promised me. So I don't really know, because truth be told, it changes every day. Just last week I was at 13. The following week I was at 14. So I don't know the number, and I don't really care to keep track. And I apologize if I'm sounding rude or arrogant. I don't mean to. I don't care. I just want to talk to whomever wants to listen. Put it that way. And I've always said that to God. Like, I just want to talk to whoever will listen. What time are you live tomorrow? I have no idea. I'm going to really try my best to go live before 12. Before 12 p.m. Okay. So I have, what the heck is this? I have this messed up canvas here. This is what my daughter was painting, LB. I have this messed up canvas here. And I was using it also as a test swatch. I have this messed up canvas here. And I have all this paint. So you know what that means. We don't, in the world of artistry, nothing goes to waste. Absolutely nothing. I want to be able, at the end of every day, I want to be able to ask and say, Lord, are you pleased with me? Are you proud of me? Is there anything that you need me to do that I didn't do? And if so, correct me, guide me so that I'm able to do what you need me to do. For sure. Because Lord, I'm having so much fun, but I'm also, Lord, I'm tired. So as long as I can get it right the first time, let me get it right the first time, please. So that's why I say no material get left behind, no nothing get left behind. I don't know what's going to come of this piece here, but all I know is I'm not wasting no paint. That's all I know. I can't waste no paint. And I'm going to have to find something else to paint on with this color, because I didn't realize I had made that much. I have a chunk there. Get rid of that chunk. There we go. You have a vision. The visions come from the Lord. Like I'll just be cooling, I'll just be chilling, or sometimes I get dreams and I'll get really inspired to create what I've made in my dream. But typically it'll just be like an idea in my waking life, like, oh wow, that'll be a great idea. And then I'll actually execute it. Or I could be at the dollar store and I see something that just gives me that artistic mojo, that oomph, for me to say, okay, I think I'm gonna do something with this. Like when I found those fish, and I found that wooden placard, first thing I thought about was the Jesus feed the 5,000. That's the first thing I thought about. And the fact that I had to go fishing for those fish, like all jokes aside, I had to literally dig for those fish. I meant to say, because I know you have a vision. Okay, thank you. All right, so the reason why you see me keep looking down is I want to ensure I didn't get any paint on my good clothes. Well, the skirt is old. It's not even a skirt, it's a dress. It's old, but the shirt is new. But I still have paint left over. So, I am going to paint these cherries again. Just to give it another coat. I want to get rid of the paint, y'all. Yeah, I just want to get rid of the paint. I don't want to waste no paint. And because it's a handmade color, I can't just, okay, well, let me pour it back in the bottle. So that's why I'm like, I gotta use it. And if you're new here, or if you just came in the room when I say new here, my name is Iniki. I like to do arts and crafts, and I like to use my gifts for inspiring others. And I love the Lord. And right now I am repainting the cherries that I've made because I don't want to waste any paint. And I did hand sculpt these. So not only is it hand sculpted, but it's also hand painted, and it will be glazed in epoxy resin to seal the deal. But this is for my personal use. This is a keychain for me because I'm terrible at keeping up with my keys. Like, I've always been terrible with that. And my glasses. And my glasses are my eyes. I need them to see. But it's weird. I've been seeing more clearly ever since not wearing my glasses. If you know, you know. When I say I've been seeing more clearly, I've been seeing more clearly ever since not wearing my glasses as often as I should. I'll put them on, though, if my head starts to hurt too badly. I'll see you tomorrow, Queen. I'm at Target getting some honey and some lemons for some tea I'm making, and we will pray that we sleep well in Jesus' name. Amen. Have a blessed night. Enjoy your tea. Is it just me, or is there only 2 people watching? No, it's probably only 2 or 3 people watching. It's not just you. It doesn't matter how many people watching. She's talking in the spirit. Yeah, I'm not concerned. As long as the Lord brings who's supposed to come, then that's all that matters. So what do you guys think about this? This is my cherry here. I think that really looks good. I use 3 different colors to make this. I use red apple, jet black, and purple iris to get this color here. Okay? And then I'm gonna also paint this thingamabob with this same color. I don't know what else to do with the color, y'all. I don't know what else to do with the paint. So I'm holding this just so I can try to get it to dry. And then I'll set it down. I'm gonna take that ground beef out. I really want some spaghetti. And I just got some bread today. So, yeah. I don't have any eggs, though. Or any meat. So that sucks. I don't remember the color gray that I used, but hopefully I'm able to figure it out. So I'm gonna just hold that. I'm gonna just hold this like that. Thank God for our 5 fingers. Get that clay piece saturated real well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back with the gray on this because I'm trying to paint this thingamabob. I'm trying to not get it on the anchor itself, but if I do, then it's not gonna be a really big deal because I've already decided to go back in and paint with the gray. Hi, Zoe. Happy birthday. How old are you today, if you're still here in the room? Probably not. That's okay. It's late. It is late. It's 9:10. All right, you guys. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm gonna go off screen and try to figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest of the paint. And then I'm gonna head up to Quick Trip and try to get us hot dog before they close or before they clean the grill. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. You guys are my favorite. And I'm not just saying that because you guys are my favorite. No, you guys really are my favorite. Hi, Low-Key, Ariel. Hey, what is that? Jazz Eyes? Jazz Eye? Hold on, what are you doing today? I was painting. I painted the 5 loaves and the placard and the 2 fish for the 5 loaves inspired by the Jesus feeding the 5,000 story. I've gone ahead and I've mod podged the front of these. It's still a little wet, so I'm gonna put it to the side so that can finish drying. I've painted this anchor here. I've painted this thingamabob. Basically just trying to get rid of the paint. Nothing gets wasted. I've painted a small mini canvas, the same color of jumping the gun. I'm gonna use, I have an idea of what I'm gonna do with these. So I'm gonna hurry up and paint this one as well because I have an idea. And again, I'm just doing all of this to get rid of the paint. And then I'm gonna call it a night, you guys, because I am tired. Not even gonna pretend. Set that to the side like that. That was easy, huh? Do you bedazzle stuff? Oh, absolutely. I bedazzled my my lashes, and I bedazzled this piece that I created right here. I sculpted, bedazzled, painted, everything that you see. This took forever, by the way. You see, that's my signature, my thumbprint. Yeah. So yeah. So yes, I do bedazzle stuff. That's actually what I love. Thank you so much. I love to bedazzle things. I'm not like a professional bedazzler whereby that's all I do as my income is just bedazzle anything I can find. But whenever I'm creating a piece, if I'm like feeling like, oh, I think I should bedazzle this, then yeah, I'm going to bedazzle it. For sure. All right, you guys. I'm done for the night painting. I have a really great idea with these two pieces here. I did not mean for it to turn out that way, meaning I wasn't expecting to have so much paint left over, but I'm not regretful of it because I know exactly what I'm about to do with these. And I'm so freaking excited to come back and show you all that. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Judges, cast your votes. Okay? So, I love you. What's this button do? What does this do? Start a goal. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that you could do that. Sorry, y'all. I was looking at something. But that's a wrap, you guys. I love you. Those of you that have joined my live this morning, thank you. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your engagement. That, all jokes aside, y'all, that has to be literally my favorite part. Why do you have a shopping cart? You see that? You see that? Don't you tell nobody. Bye. When do you stream again? Tomorrow. I have a shopping cart because I just do. Chad Bowling, hi. Y'all are coming in when I'm about to get off. I guess I could take you all with me to wash my hands. Yeah, I gotta wash my hands, all the paint and stuff. And then I'm gonna walk up to Quick Trip and get a hot dog because y'all, I'm hungry. Get a chili cheese dog. Okay, y'all, sorry. Wash my hands. I got dried glue in the sink. Ooh, fix your clothes. I'm all over the place. My bad. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Bye. When do you stream again? I subscribe. Thank you, chat. I'm just washing my hands, y'all. Washing my hands. Then I'm going to throw my shoes on. I already have my sweater on. Throw my shoes on. Go get me a chili cheese dog. Since it's too late to get some wings. Because that's really what I want is wings. A 10-piece from American Deli. Teriyaki wet. Lemon pepper sprinkles. With some ranch. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Okay, finished. I think I got most of it off. All right, you guys. All right. How we looking? My name is Ella. I'm under my dad's account. Hey, Ella. I like that name. That's a pretty name, Ella. I had a friend named Ellen. She's Russian, but I called her Ellie. She went by Ellie. Ellie was a good girl. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ella. That's a pretty name. Okay, who is the best? I want everybody to comment. I'm the best. Comment right now. I'm the best. I know you are. Don't comment. I'm about to get off. I love you guys. Um, it's been so awesome, y'all. It's been so awesome. I was gonna walk with y'all to the store, but I forgot that I'm on the old phone, and the old phone operates only off of Wi-Fi. Um, I don't know if you can kind of see the exhaustion in my face, but it's there. So I definitely, again, I want to go head out, get to Quick Trip, and get me like 1 or 2 hot dogs or something. At least 2 hot dogs. I'm so hungry, but I'm gonna add chili and cheese because we're extra. I love you guys. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your comments. My name is Iniki. I'm a regular person. I'm not fancy dancy. I get up here looking any kind of way just because I'm regular. Okay? I'm just like you. Probably not, but just like you as far as, just a regular person. Um, I love you, but God loves you more. Thank you guys for joining my live. And until next time, later.